Welcome to the Royal Association of Justices Facilitator Induction Program. What you need to do, and what is required, to become an accredited facilitator. You must be a Justice of the Peace in South Australia, and a member of the RAJSA. You need to complete this facilitator introduction and an introduction to witnessing sessions. You must have a reasonable understanding of what a Justice of the Peace does, and what is expected of AJP. You need to be able to demonstrate that you have completed all the RAJSA Academy Introduction and Core Witness Training modules. You will be required to demonstrate your competency as a facilitator by being assessed when presenting an RAJ training package to a live audience. This is called your maiden presentation. There is also a requirement for all our facilitators to have access to the internet, have an email account that you read on a regular basis so we can communicate with you, and be competent in downloading and using information from our facilitators portal, located on our learning management system. The following slides show the main steps that you must complete in becoming an RAJ accredited facilitator. To have gained access to this training module, you would have already started your pathway to achieve your facilitator goals. Attached to your facilitator induction program is a pre-assessment form. You use this form to record your Academy Core Witnessing sessions and attendance at RAJSA face-to-face training sessions with a lead facilitator. You are required to perform the following activities. Observe. See how the facilitator runs the session, what they say, the process they go through, how demonstrations or video exercises are used. Notice that we have a set model we use for all our training packages. This provides information and demonstrates how to perform a task. Assist the facilitator. Ask the facilitator to allow you to help in the setup and packing up of the equipment, and to assist facilitating in the sessions. Participate in a training session. Get the lead facilitator to use you as a co-presenter. You may present small parts of the session. Once the facilitator recruitment and support has received your completed pre-assessment form, you will be contacted to arrange your final assessment. And finally, demonstrate competency while being assessed when presenting a JP training package at your maiden presentation. This would be any one of our current training packages. It will be up to you to organize with our facilitator recruitment and support the training session and which package you will use. The assessors will each complete an assessment form and forward it to the facilitator recruitment and support, and if successful, a request will be submitted to the PDC for your accreditation as a facilitator. You never fail an evaluation. It might be that you are not yet competent in one or more areas, and you need to do another session to demonstrate your competency. This does happen. This is a flow diagram of the process steps for an accredited facilitator. Pause this presentation to examine these steps if you wish. This Train the Facilitator package does not cover all the things that we require of our facilitators. This package is intended to give you an overview of what is required to be a JP facilitator, and it is beyond the scope of this package to teach you to be a facilitator, or to provide you with all the necessary JP knowledge. You must either have this knowledge and skills, or develop them during this process of being mentored to be a facilitator. At the time when you give your maiden presentation, you will be assessed on your skills as a facilitator and on your JP knowledge, as well as the ability to present training packages. This facilitator accreditation is not for life, and you are expected to participate in at least 2 training sessions a year and maintain your accreditation. If you require a leave of absence, that's okay, just contact the training manager to let them know. What is your role as an accredited facilitator? The expectations we have of all our facilitators is that you participate in the Professional Development Committee events. These are things such as the training forums we hold. If you wish, you can volunteer to work on one of our subcommittees. You are also expected to conduct training sessions. These will be as the lead facilitator for the night, or as the number 2 to the lead. We need you make yourself available at least twice a year to conduct training sessions. If you can't conduct at least 2 training sessions a year, we need to ask how you are keeping your skills up to date. We require that you keep up to date with the latest training packages. This will be by attending training sessions or doing training packages from the RAJSA Academy online. Ask the audience if there are any who are not members of the RAJSA. If there are any, welcome them and advise that the training is free. Explain to them the advantages of joining the association, things like the honorary magistrate, online training, advocacy, help and support. They can join online from the website. Also take the opportunity to remind members about the merchandise such as badges, pens, etc. And let them know they can view and purchase these on our website. Also mention any major upcoming events such as the AGM, groups forums, etc. Don't forget to mention to visit our website and take advantage of the online training that is available. The training model used at our sessions is straightforward. We start off with a lecture-style approach, where we impart information to the audience. We question as we proceed to ensure understanding. Depending on the topic, give a video role-play demonstration to the audience, of performing a witnessing activity. We then have a general discussion about any issues they experienced. If time is available, we present several case studies that expose the audience to some of the more unusual situations they are likely to encounter. There is a lead facilitator assigned to a training session. A co-facilitator is also selected. The facilitator is responsible for everything. The co-facilitator supports the facilitator and performs tasks assigned to them by the facilitator. The facilitator contacts the co-facilitator, and they work out a session plan for the night and agree on who does what. If you notice any errors in the training package, then you should notify the PDC chair. Remember, you are not permitted to change the contents of a package, but you are allowed to rearrange the order of the presentation, to suit the audience and to help with your own teaching style. So where are all the training packages, and how do you get your hands on them? All the training packages are available through the PDC portal, on our website. You will not be able to access these, until you are accepted as an accredited facilitator. You may safely assume that the packages you find here will always be the latest version. It is best to check this site before presenting a package, to make sure you have the latest and up-to-date version. We have a standard set of approved training packages. As a facilitator, you are required to use these packages at all our formal training that you present. This way it establishes the integrity of our information, it provides a safe repository for our information, and it ensures that all our facilitators are using the same materials. What's in the Common Facilitators package? It contains a list of all our facilitators. It has copies of the attendance sheets that you are required as a facilitator to have completed by the people attending, which you then submit to the RAJSA after the training. If you are required to travel, and the total travel for a training session is in the excess of 100 kilometers, you may put in a travel claim form, and will receive a travel allowance. It also contains a host of other useful items and aids to the facilitator. We've talked a little bit about the Facilitators portal, on our learning management system. What does it look like, and what sort of information is contained in it? The Facilitators portal has the following data and information in it. It has all of our RAJ training packages. It contains the Professional Development Committee Manual. It is highly recommended that you download and make yourself aware of the contents of the manual. It contains a range of resources for our facilitators, such as the training calendar, the complete list of all of our facilitators and the facilitators package. All the training packages that you as a facilitator are expected to present are available online on our learning management system. A very useful aid to you as a facilitator, when you are preparing for a face-to-face training session, is to refresh your memory of the subject beforehand, by taking the online version through the RAJSA Academy. What is the purpose of the Professional Development Committee? The PDC is the Professional Development Committee of the Royal Association of Justices of South Australia, and this committee reports to the board of the RAJSA. The RAJ has a strategic plan, and this is downloadable from our website. In the strategic plan there are goals listed that relate to PDC activities, and the PDC plan addresses each of these in detail. The PDC plan is available to be downloaded from our Facilitators portal. It is recommended that you become familiar with this document. As mentioned on the previous slide, There are several objectives for the strategic goals. These objectives are: to provide training packages for justices of the peace. Training is demand-driven. This means that our training is responsive to the needs of justices and the needs of our RAJ groups. Provide and market professional development training packages for justices. This is for conventional and for online delivery. The previous objectives were about developing and making available training packages. This objective is about delivering the training. Lobby the government for JP applicants to undergo basic training prior to appointment and the regular training during the life of their appointment. This is an ongoing vision of the RAJSA. We also provide a system of quality control for all our training packages to make sure that they are and remain at a very high quality, but also for our facilitators to ensure they can deliver the packages and achieve the outcomes desired by our stakeholders. One of our major initiatives is the development of our learning management system. This is a major initiative of the RAJ. And lastly, to provide suitable information packs and briefing notes to our members. These are available from the internet. If you go surfing through the RAJ website, you'll get a good idea of what is meant by this objective. Our aim is to create knowledgeable and capable JPs who are better able to serve the community. And to this end, you can be involved to help create this future. There are many activities the Professional Development Committee is involved in, and as a facilitator, you are invited to direct your talents in any of these areas where you feel you can participate. This leads us on to the next slides relating to the structure of the PDC. The main functions of the PDC are: training management. The PDC assists group secretaries and daily room coordinators to identify their training needs for the coming year. It then selects the lead and co-facilitators for each training session. It produces and maintains a training calendar that provides all clients with details of what training is being offered, when and where it is being offered, and by whom it is being offered. Facilitator management. The PDC trains, inducts and supports a viable team of facilitators capable of delivering quality training to the client groups. Online training. The PDC maintains an online training site via the RAJSA Training Academy where all the training packages can be taken via the internet. Training packages. The PDC maintains all our training packages and the latest versions of these are available from the Facilitators portal. The PDC produces newsletters to our facilitators and has a facilitators forum at least once a year where we invite all facilitators to participate. All the PDC's information and resources are stored in the cloud. The cloud is another name for being available on the internet. We won't bore you with the technical details of how our information is stored, but just be aware that, when you go into our website and our training management system, all the information is there and is available to you to be used. So here we are, the second to last slide. Hopefully, we have given you a bit of an idea about what's required of an RAJ facilitator. The decision now is with you, whether you wish to proceed or not. If you wish to proceed, then complete the application form and email it to facilitators@rajsa.com.au. And that's the end of this session. Well done and thank you for hanging in there. Complete the application form and contact the facilitator recruitment and support. If you don't wish to proceed with this program, please let us know. Thank you for your time and hopefully welcome to the training program, and good luck with your endeavor.